Hi friend, this is Kaustubh and today we are going to learn about new topic and the topic is a scrollable form we are going to design using stack view and scroll view. So on the last tutorial we learned about the scrollable content that is only a label, but right now we are going to design a complete form of which contain like full name, email, phone number, address, this kind of things. So for that, let's jump into the example straight without no more theory. First, create a new blank project. As you guys can see, this is the storyboard where we are going to design our project, and this is the view controller corresponding to that particular scene which is representing on the storyboard. Okay, so in this tutorial we going to use both the storyboard and the view controller class. So like the last tutorial, we are going to place a scroll view first. So first we take the scroll view, drag the scroll view over here. So set constraint as 8888 with a margin. Okay, at the initial phase this constraint gives some errors, but don't be worried with it. So take a content view. In previous example we taken UI view, but for this particular example we are going to take UI stack view. Why? Because in the form, as you know already, that all the fields placed one after another like this way. So we are going to take the vertical stack view. So stack view, and over here is the vertical stack view. We are placing it inside the scroll view. So 0 0 0 0. Fine. Then after some static height, okay, and then equal width. Check the width one, and that's it. Our constraint is being set. Okay, you can see there is no error. So we are going to now design the screen. So for that we are going to take a UI view inside of it and going to place a label. So drag a label over here and set the constraint as 8 and 8, and that's it. So on this label I'm giving the name as full name. Okay, then I'm going to take a text view, not text view, text field. Yeah, so this is the text field. I have a tutorial for the text field entirely. If you guys missed it, I am giving the I link, so just go over there once before trying this tutorial. So I am setting the constraint as 888. Okay, and then after it shrink very badly, so I am just increasing its size little bit by giving a aspect ratio. Okay, so now I want to give a bottom space of 8. Okay, you can see this full name got increased its size because the problem is the stack view have a static height right now. Okay, this one, so I don't want it, so I need to remove this particular, but still now the full name, this particular text is increased its height, because for this kind of scenario we need to set the hugging priority. Okay, so just click on this particular drop down and select 1000, and that's it. Our first component for the full name is being set. Now change it to email, so change it to email. Then next field is phone number, phone number. Then next field is gender. Then next field is permanent address. Then next field is postal address. Then next field is some button. Okay, so for this button we need not these two fields, so we are removing it and set its height some static height for the timing. Okay, so for this one I need to take the button from here and drag it to this particular screen over here. Okay, so I'm setting a static width height for this particular button for the timing and place it at the center of this particular view. Okay, so button is being set, so I'm changing the title to submit, and that's it. Actually the width is short, so I am changing its width to 100, and that's it. Our button is also placed. Now I'm giving it to run. Okay, there is some issue on the constraint. So actually what happened now, every time I was expecting a trailing space with the label. It is not absolute necessary. When you are absolute confirmed that there is no necessity to give a trailing space, then it's fine, but it's always a good practice to giving a trailing space with the label. Okay, so this kind of warning is you can ignore for, during the very high pressure development time. This kind of warning you may ignore, but it's always a good practice to remove all the warnings during the development. Okay, so now give it to run. As you guys can see, our project is up and it's displaying its content properly, but it's not scrolling. Okay, because the very few field is over here, so I am adding a couple of more field, like after the full name I am entering like department. Okay, now I give it to run once again. Now you can see it's scrolling. Okay, because now the content is scrollable, but still now you don't get a view of the text field, though those text field is present over here. You can select from here, you can type over here, but those are not visible because we didn't set any color or anything for that particular text field. That's why it's hidden. Okay, for that we need to just select those text field and need to give some color. So these are the text field. I'm giving a color as the light gray. Okay, now the color is being set. Now if we give it to run, you can see all the text field is present over here. Okay, there is another properties for the stack view, that there is spacing. So if we give a little bit of space, you can see it starts to lick the background very little, but it starts to lick the background. To understand it very clearly, I am changing its background color to red. Okay, so you can see now on the scene that between the all the component, a red color horizontal line start to appear. So now give it to run once again. Now you can see that all the red horizontal line starts to appear. Stack view have the features of spacing, so because of all the components on the stack view is spaced equally with a spacing of 4, because I have set the spacing as 4. Okay, now we need to handle the view based on the client requirements. Say for example, for some reason client decided that I don't need department anymore. Okay, or in click of submit button department field need to be hide. How to handle those kind of situations? Okay, so for that actually first need to take the outlet. So for that I always suggest to type at the rate ib outlet we where view full name UI view. Always declare a variable as a weak until it's absolute necessary that it's declared as a strong. When I discuss about the memory of the iOS, I will discuss about the weak and the strong very clearly. And always it should be optionals, because I always ask everyone to use optionals value. It reduces the chance of the crash drastically. Always try to use the optionals variable. So as you can see over here, there are a lot of fields like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 fields. So we need 7 view outlet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so from the top, what are those views? Full name, then department. Okay, department. And we also need the same kind of IB outlet for all the text field. So for that, select all the IB outlet, then place it. And I can teach you a shortcut like press shift control and click one after another. So like this way, a multiple cursor appear on the screen, and you can select shift alt left arrow. So like this you can select multiple words. I'm typing over here UI text field, and that's it. Okay, so now these are not no more view, so that's when it's a text field, so that's why I'm placing as txt, and that's it. These are the IB outlet for text field, and these are the IB outlet for the UI view. So now the time is to connect all the view and the text field, right? So for that you need to click on this particular view controller and go to this particular tab, and over here txt department, txt email, txt full name, txt gender, txt permanent address, txt phone number, txt postal address, which is not appearing on the screen. I need to scroll a little bit. This is the postal address, txt postal address. For the view department, view email, view full name, it's hidden right now, view gender, view permanent address, view phone number, view postal address. Now go to the first one. This is the full name. Now connect the full name, and that's it. All the IB outlet is being set. Okay, as you can see on this particular form there is a lot of text fields. So how can we understand in which particular text field the user is typing or entering the data? To do so, first we need to take the UI text field delegate. For that I am placing this kind of functionalities separately. So for that extension view controller as UI text field delegate, and that's it. Over here there is a method should. Okay, you can see this text field coming as a parameter for the text field which one user is currently typing. So text field triple equal to self dot txt full name. Triple equal means it's a memory address reference. Double equal means a value comparison, and triple equal means the memory address comparison. Okay, so else if text field equal to self dot txt department. Okay, else. Okay, so over here debug print full name typing. Okay, fine. Over here I'm department typing, else typing. That's it. Now if I give it to run, it's failing, something is wrong. Okay, So actually I forgot to return a bool variable. This particular method is expecting a bool variable to return to restrict some character or some special character or this kind of things, restricting a specific value. So if you guys keep those tutorials, here is the icon, you guys can go and check for that. So we are not restricting anything for this particular text field, so we are returning just true. Okay, so now give it to run, and as you guys can see it's running properly. So now if I am typing over here, you guys cannot see any debug print, but it's supposed to be print over here. So what we are missing, the missing thing is we forgot to connect that delegate. So for that, first we need to go on this particular screen, select the text field, and connect this delegate with the view controller like this way. Else go on this particular view controller, select the department like this way, and over here set the delegate, and that's it. These two are the methods. There is no specific declared golden rule to set the delegate. Whatever you guys prefer, you guys are comfortable, you guys can do any of these two. So now give it to run. Now you can see, right, the full name typing. If I type over here, department is typing. Okay, but when I am type over here, nothing is displaying on the console, but typing supposed to be show over here because we forgot to set the delegate for these fields, so that's why it's not yet displaying. Once we set the delegate for this particular text fields also, it starts to work. Okay, so that's fine. So another thing what we have missed so far, that is IB actions. So for that, IB actions func submit clicked UI button, and that's it. So our expectation is that on click of the submit button, the department should be hide. So for that we need to do like view department dot is equal to true, and that's it. And we need to connect the submit actions with the submit button, right? So for that we need to select this particular button. Over here is the touch up inside, third from the bottom, and connect the IB actions like this way, and that's it. Our button is connected. Now if we give it to run, when we click on the submit button, the department should be hide, that is fine. But how it behave, these sections as a completely blank and entire thing coming exposed as a red background, or how it's happening. So let's click on the submit button and see how it's working. You guys can see, right, that department is gone and the rest of the view is rearranged. Okay, so that is the beauty of the stack view. Whenever any view is inside of the stack view and there is some changes on the inside view within the stack view, they automatically rearrange it. Okay, so that is the beauty of the stack view. The same feature is available on the Android, they use gone. The same thing we can achieve by using the is equal to true. Only the condition is that particular view need to be present inside the stack view. So now my question is, as you guys can see, there is only 7 fields and there is a so lot of code, 7 outlets for view, 7 outlets for text field. So these are the huge, right? So if there is 100 number of fields is present over here, so we supposed to take 100 outlets for view, 100 outlets for text field. That is not feasible, right? So there should be some easy solutions, and definitely there is a easy solutions, and that is UI table view. On the next tutorial we start to learn about the UI table view, and slowly we are going to achieve this particular form by using the table view also. Okay, so from the next tutorial we are starting our new playlist about the table view. So that's all for today. If you like my content, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys viewing my video, I don't understand whether you guys can able to learn or there is some lacking from my side. Because of that you guys are not able to learn, I don't understand it. So please do comments on my video that whether you guys can understand my video. If you guys don't understand, then please do comment on my video to let me know. That will actually give me opportunity to rectify my problem also, right? So just help me with that. And also please subscribe more, share more, so that growth of the channel got increased. Because in the long run I have a big plan with this particular channel. I am going to schedule a live training session on this particular channel. Those are the very big plan with this particular channel, but it's just the beginning. So please stay with us. See you next day on a new tutorial about UI table view. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.